Hello, we're Team COVIDTracker. My name is Divya and I'm a senior computer engineering major, and here's the rest of my team.
Hi, I'm Reagan and I'm a senior computer information systems major.
Hi, I'm Laura and I'm a junior computer science major here at USC.
Hi, my name is Shreya and I'm a senior majoring in computer science.
Hi, my name is Sarayu and I am a junior majoring in computer science here at USC.
So we are going to talk a little bit about our app today. I'm going to start off with the goals that we had. So when the COVID-19 pandemic began, it was clear that many people were afraid to leave their households. So as a group, we saw this problem and wanted to provide a solution. Our COVIDTracker application allows for people to anonymously submit reports on when and where they have tested positive for COVID, so as to better inform their community on places that are safe and unsafe to travel to, and overall give them a better quality of life even in these hard times. One of the most important goals we wanted to achieve as a group while creating this app was to find a way to anonymously alert the community about hotspots of COVID-19. The map is probably the most essential part in achieving this goal. It makes it possible to see which areas within your state are low risk to visit and which areas you should try to avoid. In addition to the map, we also implemented the ability to break down the statistics of the location you are in to help give a better, more clear understanding of just how many people in your area are being affected by the pandemic. Providing ways to engage with the community you live in is another goal we set out to achieve with this application. We provided a way to chat with other users about where those who have tested positive have recently been, so that people can know even more specifically which areas to avoid. Lastly, one of the most fundamental ideas of this app, which make it so influential, is the fact that we wanted it to be as anonymous as possible. Our goal of protecting our users' privacy is achieved by only collecting an email and a password from those who wish to use the app, as well as never using a pinpointed location when reports are submitted by users. Our app takes the location of the user and randomizes it in order to protect their privacy. Now I will pass it off to Reagan to talk about the technologies we used in our app.
We chose to do a mobile application with Android instead of a web page so our users could conveniently add reports and check the amount of reports in their area from their phone. We used a cloud database called Firebase to store all our user login information, COVID reports, and posts on the discussion page. We used the Google Maps API to display COVID reports in a way that will be easily read and is familiar to Android users. We also use the COVID-19 API to access state-specific COVID data for displaying to the user.
Hi everybody, welcome to the demo video of our COVIDTracker application. When a user first clicks on our application icon, the first thing that pops up is a message from Location Services requesting your permission to access your location. Once you press Allow, you can see the front page of COVIDTracker. Here you have two choices. One is to register and the other is to log in. If you're a new user like me, click on Register button to register an account with us. Otherwise, if you're a returning user, click on Login. So when you press on the Register button, it's going to take you to a new page where it's going to ask you to enter in an email address and a password to create an account with us. Once you're done entering your email, you can type in a password, but do make sure the password that you type in is at least 6 characters long, otherwise it's going to show you an error message. Once you're done typing, you'll have to confirm the password that you just typed. And after that, you can register and it's going to take you to the reports page. In the reports page, a disclaimer is going to pop up, which basically says that when accessing our application, you are giving us consent to use your location, which is going to be later used for our maps page. And also, the contents within COVIDTracker, such as the materials used, the media files, text, all of that is provided as a convenience to our users. The application is intended just for general information and not intended in a harmful manner. And also that our application does not provide any medical advice relating to COVID-19.
Okay, so when you first get into the app through Register or Sign In, it's going to show you the reports page. This is what it looks like. So with this page, you're going to input the date that you tested positive for COVID-19. and that date cannot be more than 2 weeks prior to the current day, and it can also not be a future date. It has to be a valid date that COVID information would be relevant to us. So there's a date picker that the user is able to select, and that's going to let them select a valid date. Okay, and then when you press submit, it will say, thank you for submitting. And if you try to submit again, it's not going to let you do that. You can only submit once per user. And if you want to have multiple submissions, say for your friend or for multiple people in a family, you have to create accounts for each person, for each positive test. That way we can make sure there's no duplicates or inaccurate data.
After entering a positive COVID report on the Reports page, the user can click on the Maps page on the navigation bar to view their positive COVID case and others. The Maps' primary function is to chart out where people have entered positive COVID cases. This is the main function of this application, so that people can look on the map and see where COVID case hotspots are. This will help the users make decisions, such as to avoid a certain area because there are more cases there. The exact location of the user is not going to be displayed on the map. It is slightly randomized within a 2-mile radius so that other people will not find the user's exact location to keep it anonymous. The user can view cases across the United States, zoomed in and zoomed out. If the user clicks on each of the cases on the map, then it will display the date in which the case was reported. After 2 weeks on the map, the cases will disappear because according to the CDC, COVID cases are contagious for 2 weeks.
After viewing the map, a user may want to dive a little deeper into the actual statistics of the state that they live in. The leftmost tab on the navigation bar will direct you to the stats page, where you can see the current state's positive COVID cases, as well as the number of people who are currently hospitalized and the number of deceased. Above this, the pie chart puts these statistics into a percentage view so that users can get a better picture of how these statistics compare to each other. At the very bottom of the page, you can see an alert level. This alert level takes into account the total amount of COVID tests taken, as well as the amount of people out of those who got a positive test result, and puts it into an alert level bar so users can easily see how at risk their state is. Finally, if you wish to see the statistics of another state, simply click the drop-down arrow in the top right corner and select any state you would like. The information that you see on this page is populated by a COVID-19 API, which pulls from the database multiple times per day, ensuring that when users are viewing these statistics, they will not have to worry about whether or not the data they are seeing is up to date and accurate.
Now we're going to see the user use the post button from the nav bar to view the posts page. Here, the user can enter their post description and view posts by scrolling through the feed from other users. Once the user clicks on the post button, their post will be added to the feed and any other users of the app can view it as well. To leave the user's identity anonymous, we do not add any of the user's information to the posts, including their names. These posts are added to the database and will be deleted 2 weeks after the date they're posted. In the post page, we have provided the user with an account button that leads the user to choose to either log out or deactivate their account. Here, we're going to see the user log out and they will be redirected to the login and register page. Now, we're going to see the user use the register button to create a new username and password in order to start using the app as a new user. So we can see the user enter their email address, and now the user is entering their password. The user would have to put in the same password in the confirm password field in order to be able to proceed with the registration. And once they confirm it, they will be added to the Firebase as a new user. And click on register. And they're in the app. So now we're going to see the user navigate through the account button again to be able to delete their account. By deleting their account, the user will be taken out from the database, and all the data relating to the user will also be deleted. So now the user is trying to log in back with the email address they just deleted. And they are not able to log in because they are removed from the database. With that being said, the app was made with a good intention to alert the public about COVID-affected areas. This past year has been a rough year for everyone. It is important to play our part in protecting our society by following appropriate COVID-19 prevention methods, like by staying home, washing hands, maintaining social distancing, wearing masks, and getting vaccines when available, and following other CDC guidelines. Hope you all stay safe and healthy. From the COVIDTracker team, thank you.